From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
We got this. Come on, set. Mike, 60 outlaw. Mike. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. 80 weapons.
On first down, it's Brooks. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side. Brooks. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
Mike, 55.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Hatchet. Check 9. Check 24. Kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Right, 52's the lady. It's just me and you.
Darnold from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Come on, fellas.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now third down. On third down, Brissett buying time to his left. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On second down, it's Sanders. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, here I come. Red 80. 552. Here we go.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 51, Mike. Go. 51. I'm coming.
Play fake. Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Brissett sets to throw it. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Down to lose one.
To throw is Brissett. Now he'll let it go deep left. He's got a man. Complete. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brooks. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Lady. Mike 52, Mike 52. Okay, double up.
Now it's Darnold. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Right there. 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, D. Mike 54. Mike 54. Yes, yeah. Focus. Hey, watch that.
To throw, Brissett. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. I'm coming.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A loss of 2 yards leads to 3rd down and 14.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, it's Brooks. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 41, Darnold. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First down, Lions.
Where's that? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Yeah, that's what I do. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Deuce. Check. Oh, lady. Check. Ship. Watch the ship. Here we go. Motion.
On first down, Sanders.
Got you, boy.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here goes son. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Check 31. Hey, alert 3. Yo, lady. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 3.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike 52. Push him back. Push him back. Shift. Red 80. Shift. 080. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Hey, let's get this.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey, Echo. Mike 56. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. 56 to Mike. 56.
Third and long, it's Darnold. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I got one. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. 3 buzz. Red 80. Mike 56. We own them.
Now Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
I got one. Young lady. Hey, check 24.
Darnold on third down. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Under 10. Yo, 80. Check 52. Yo, 80. He's checking crack. Check. Fresno. What?
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Bandit. Hey, Mike 52. Bring it.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check out. Yo, 80. Check. Hey, watch it.
They'll run with Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Darnold. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. He'll get this one to Galladay. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
6-6, pull it high. At the 15-yard line. 56 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to have the hook up to Burnett. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
Crunch. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Here's Darnold. And that's complete to Sanders. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Oh, here we go. Oh, Sean.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Another try after the first down sack. Brissett, he's going to... Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Check. Lucky. 25. Check 25. Young lady. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run with Sanders. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 50. Red 80. Safety's creeping.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Lady. Back. No. Off. Safe. Red 80. Switch gears.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brissett now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Brissett throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Brissett. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Now Foreman, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Oh, lady.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Red 80.
Jam, 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 jam.
Again, it's Foreman. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's
lady.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Switch, switch, switch.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
Switch, switch, switch. Check 6 guys. Watch the edge. Wise motion, wise motion.
49, check 49, check 49.
Red 80.
37, check 37.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Check 3, check 3. Switch, switch, switch.
On first down, Foreman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Brooks. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Yeah. Check 24, check 24.
4th down, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go, son.
Boy, 52. Check pass, check pass. Kick. Red 80.
They'll run on 1st down. Foreman. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Darnold. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown.
There we go.
Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge.